what's all this business about gold bar levels?
In this video, I'm going to share the secret supplements that I take which have boosted my trading. So after taking these supplements, I have been able to execute some pretty wild trades consistently. So if you have a look at my Twitter, so my Twitter handle is aircam23, you will see some of my executions. So this is on the 15-second time frame where I took a short here and I bought back here and here. Okay, 15-second time frame. And the interesting thing is, a lot of my golden bullet traders from my mentorship program are also taking these same supplements. So you'll see, unfortunately the screenshot didn't grab properly, but one of my traders took the same trade as me on the 15-second, which is pretty wild. Okay, what do we have here? This is something I took on the 10-second time frame, where we don't even have bars. We don't even need candles when we trade the golden bullet. So 10-second execution, sold here, bought back here. Okay, what's this execution here? 1 minute time frame, 30-second time frame, bought, sold. Now, of course, the golden bullet works across all time frames. You don't need to be scalping the 10-second or the 15-second. There's plenty of trades where I take executions on the 5-minute or the 15-minute time frame. But the point I'm trying to make is these supplements have not only allowed me to formulate the golden bullet and come up with the strategy, but also to execute on very, very small time frames and to allow my decision making to be so precise that I can execute with no hesitation. Okay, so let me show you my list of the best supplements for traders. Okay, the first supplement I take is lion's mane. So lion's mane is a mushroom, and I take lion's mane with my coffee, my morning coffee, before I trade with a number of other supplements. So I take it in liquid form from this company called Life Cycle. Okay, this is the highest quality one I've found, and I've been taking this for I don't know how many months now, 3 or 4 months at least, if not longer, maybe 6 months. Actually, over 6 months. I used to take it in powdered form before, so it may be coming up to a year. I took it in powdered form before, but I moved to this liquid form about 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. So what does lion's mane do? Okay, lion's mane supports your central nervous system and your peripheral nervous system. Now, specifically, it increases something called the brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is BDNF. So it's basically like miracle grow for your brain. Right? So lion's mane, it repairs nerve tissue and promotes nerve growth by increasing nerve growth factor in the brain. So specifically in your hippocampus. Now, what does this mean for traders? Okay, it speeds up your central nervous system and it improves your ability to learn. Okay, furthermore, it significantly improves your level of focus, concentration, and memory. Right, and there are some early studies where it's been shown that it reduces symptoms of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, and dementia. So how has lion's mane helped me specifically? Okay, lion's mane has allowed me to join the dots between different concepts. Okay, so I can, and especially when it comes to different charts on different time frames. So as you may know, I trade pretty much every asset. I trade Euro USD, GBP USD, gold, silver, copper, oil, 3 or 4 different types of oil. I trade NASDAQ, S&P, the Dow. I trade crypto. Right, I trade all assets. Now the assets are related in various ways. I also look at bond charts. Lion's mane helps me to really absorb all this information and connect the dots. Okay, and this was one of the biggest ways I've been able to improve the hit rate and profitability of the golden bullet. Right, and for execution, there's a huge difference. Lion's mane is one of those supplements that you can feel the effects within half an hour. It is that ridiculous. And I have about 7 bottles of lion's mane right next to my trading desk because I never want to run out of this. Okay, so I always have this in my morning coffee. So lion's mane is probably one of my favorite and the supplement that you can see an immediate benefit from. Now, from the research I've done, you seem to have to take it every single day. Okay, and I've noticed if I'm not trading on a Saturday or a Sunday, I don't take my lion's mane normally, and I can just feel I'm like a 1 or 2 steps slower than I should be. So now I've also started taking it during the weekend because I want this superpowered brain. So lion's mane is amazing. It is a mushroom, but it doesn't have any hallucinogenic effects. There's no THC or anything like that. Now, it's important to note in this video, none of what I say should be taken as medical advice. Please contact your qualified health practitioner before you take or consider taking any of the supplements I mentioned today. And also, none of my videos should be taken as financial advice. It should only be taken as educational and entertainment purposes only. But lion's mane for me has been a game changer, and a number of my OG mentorship students take lion's mane. Okay, in various forms, various brands. Life Cycle is the brand that I really like. The next supplement that has really helped me with my trading is CBD. Right, so I've been taking CBD in various forms. I used to take it in an oil form in my morning coffee, but it just changes the taste of the coffee a little bit too much. It gets a little bit too earthy. So if I'm going to take CBD oil, then I'll probably put it under my tongue. I was taking CBD drinks, but then I was taking a lot of chemicals with those drinks, right? They're not caffeinated, but they're carbonated. So I've opted for the gummy form because that is a very quick way for it to enter my system. I typically like a dosage of between 25 and 30 milligrams when it comes to CBD, right? And I take this right before I start trading also. And I may take 2 doses depending upon how it goes. So what does CBD do for me specifically for my trading? Okay, it reduces stress, right? When you're executing trades and you're absorbing all this information and you're coming to a decision on whether you need to pull the trigger, stress levels can rise. Okay, especially when I execute on the 15-second or the 10-second time frame, it can get pretty hectic, especially when there's a lot of money on the line. So I know it reduces my stress levels. It also reduces anxiety. So when I'm in a trade, right, I can be fairly relaxed with the outcome. Whether it hits my TP or whether it's stop losses, I accept the result. Okay, and fortunately, I'm in a position where I don't FOMO anymore and I don't revenge trade. So I'm way past that. Maybe CBD gummies are what really helped. Okay, so it reduces FOMO, it reduces hesitation, and it feels like when I'm on CBD, I feel like I'm in a Zen-like trading zone. Okay, I'm very focused, I'm very calm, and I can wait there all day for a setup, right? And I have no anxiety about, needing to pull the trigger on something that's low probability, and I don't pull the trigger on because I'm bored, right? Because initially I used to just trade Forex, used to just trade Euro USD and GBP USD using the golden bullet. But as my ability to maintain concentration throughout the trading day has improved and my ability to focus all through the day, I now trade both New York sessions also. So I'll hit my Forex trades normally in the morning, then I may hit some NASDAQ or Dow trades in the New York morning session, and I might hit some gold or some oil during the New York afternoon. So, a lot of these supplements have allowed me to maintain my focus and peak concentration for much, much longer, allowing me to increase my profitability overall. So CBD gummies are amazing for that. So I use a brand called Good Rays. Just be careful when it comes to any supplements. Go to trusted brands. Do not buy things from Holland & Barrett, GNC, right? They're usually underdosed or they're usually a very poor form. You can always ask a reputable supplier for their certificate of analysis. If they refuse to send you their certificate of analysis, then just don't go with the product. The certificate of analysis basically shows you exactly how much active product is in their formulation, and it's usually conducted by a third-party independent lab. Okay. Another thing to be wary of is if you have any proprietary blends in any of your supplements, which means they're not telling you the exact dosages, then just don't buy the product. Okay. It's a marketing trick where they'll say it has certain ingredients in there, but because they say it's a proprietary blend, they won't tell you how much. Okay, so just stay away from scammy places like that. So I love my CBD gummies pre-trading. Okay, the third supplement I really like, and I put this in my morning coffee also, is something called Gotu Kola. Now, this is dubbed or quoted as being the student herb. So in Asia, they refer to this as a student herb. Reason being is it has amazing benefits for learning. Okay, so how does it do this? It has positive effects for neural dendrites in the brain by reversing damage. And it protects the brain from oxidation, toxins, and heavy metals. Okay, the cleaner your brain is, and the less inflammation it has to fight, the better your thinking will be. Okay, it's almost as if you have a sink or a wash basin and you have a flow of water going through it, the more clogged your pipes are, the worse your flow is going to be. Okay, you want your brain to be toxin free, you want it to be healthy, you want to have as less damage as possible, and Gotu Kola is one of those supplements, natural supplements, that helps with that. So it aids in brain function and circulation, it sharpens the mind, it improves cognition. As I said, it improves memory and learning. So a number of my students who are going through the mentorship course right now, this is great for memory and learning because there are around 120 core content videos in my mentorship course. So, and each video is essential in your learning. You can't skip a video and you really have to understand all the concepts that I'm teaching. And finally, it's great for attention and motivation, right? The journey to profitability can be a long one, right? And you can be demotivated when you're struggling in the early days. So this really helps with attention and motivation. And finally, another positive benefit of Gotu Kola is it protects chromosomes from damage and it reduces the risk of age-related diseases. So this goes in my morning coffee also. Now, there's a number of other supplements I take, but in order to keep this video manageable, I'm not going to go through all of them. Something else I put in my morning coffee is turmeric powder, organic. This reduces oxidative stress and it reduces inflammation, specifically in the brain. So a lot of my work now is around how can I improve brain function, okay? And the number one thing seems to be reducing inflammation and toxins in the brain, as well as sleep, okay? Something that I didn't go through, I'm not going to go through in this presentation, but I also take reishi mushroom before I sleep as a liquid form. This helps in getting a deep restorative sleep, okay, which is essential for your ability to learn, process new information, and also to recover. The next supplement I take with my morning coffee is Cordyceps Mushroom. Right, so this doesn't act specifically on the brain. It does increase ATP, which is a type of fuel that your brain can use, but this is more about energy, stamina, and endurance, right? It increases your energy levels, which is essential for trading, right? Because you may be trading the London session and you live in New York, so you might be a bit groggy in the morning, right? So this increases energy levels. Or if you're a marathon trader like me and I'm scalping all day long sometimes, you need that energy. Cordyceps really helps. Cordyceps actually helps as a pre-workout, right? I've seen my lung function improve massively, which helps for squats, bench, deadlifts, where you are burning a lot of energy, a lot of glycogen, and using a lot of oxygen. So this really helps with lung capacity and your ability to uptake oxygen, right? And obviously your brain needs oxygen as well. I feel like I can breathe a lot better when I'm taking Cordyceps. So I take that in my morning coffee. There was a phase where I stopped taking Cordyceps and I just felt my energy level slump. So I've topped up massively on my life cycle subscription for Cordyceps. Finally, Cordyceps Mushroom also improves your ability to recover from stress. So they're the top 4 supplements I take. There's a long list of other things I take, vitamins and nutrients and minerals and a number of rituals that I have or routines that I have to improve my trading, which go beyond the charts. If you would like me to expand upon those, then feel free to leave a comment below. If you would like to join my mentorship program or you'd like to learn more about it, then there's a link to the Golden Bullet time and price strategy in the description to this video also.